If you have any questions, raise your hand. Right here, front row.
So what are we going to see next from you? Do you have any charity events planned, or are you going to start something new?
Well, so when I was down in Tulsa, how I raised so much money that night was for a donation of $5,000, which is one full scholarship for Folds of Honor. I will personally climb to the top of Devil's Tower with you and give you a 2-night stay at a local bed and breakfast. And immediately after I got up and talked, I gave my speech down in Tulsa. A man raised his hand and said, "I'll do it." Another man stood up and said, "I'm going to match his $5,000. And then a group of people each stood up and said they donate $1,300. So that's what's coming for this summer. We'll see for future summers. I saw you had your hand up too, right? Or you did? Okay.
What's your new financial goal?
What was that?
What's your new financial goal?
It's still $65,000. We haven't met that yet. We're about $20,000 short. So we'll get there.
What grade are you going to be in this next year?
I'm going to be a freshman. I'm new to high school. Any questions over here? All right.
What's next for you? Do you have another goal to accomplish after this?
Well, there's plenty of mountains to climb. I'm sure I'll come up with something. Just going climbing with sponsors right now is what I'm doing for this. But yeah, there's definitely some stuff on the horizon. Any questions over here? Yeah.
Why did you choose the Folds of Honor? Like, what connection do you have with that organization?
In a moment of synchronicity, I saw an ad for them on the news. And I thought, like, I was 13 years old. I had a hope to raise something to involving 13, and I saw them, and they were doing I Stand with Folds of Honor, and they were standing for 13 minutes to raise funds. And I kind of went, oh, that's cool. And then I listened to Major Dan talk on the news, and he said that there's 13 folds in that folded flag. And I was like, okay, there's something going on here with this number 13. And it kept reoccurring throughout my journey. And Folds of Honor is, in my opinion, the greatest military charity there is. There's military charities doing incredible things out there that are helping the service members, but nobody ever thinks about the families who are serving just as much as those soldiers who are going out and dying, putting everything out there so that we can do what we love, what we have here. They also, Folds of Honor donates 87% of every dollar to those families. It goes straight to them. Now there's some charities out there that do a lot less than that, and I knew that, and I knew that that would definitely be worth my time and effort. So that's what drew it to me.
Was there a moment in time when you started to lose hope of reaching your goal? And if so, how did you keep going?
Most definitely. About half a mile into the bike ride. I left from the rec center to go to Devil's Tower, the rec center where I set the bowling record. I'm going up this hill and I stop and I look back and I can still see the rec center. And I had my bike in the wrong gear and I couldn't get up this hill and I just broke down. I was like, this is it? I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do this. It's over. Thankfully, I had some calming people in my life that were able to go, hey, maybe you ought to get out of your highest gear. Maybe let's get up this hill and see how far you can make it. So I just made it after I had headwinds the first 30 miles, and the remaining 35 I had 96-degree heat and hills. So it was definitely the worst ideal day for a bike ride, but in the same time, there's those challenges that you face when you're doing community service, and it's made me a stronger person being able to face it.
Do you want to join the military?
Most definitely. My dream is to go to one of the military academies for college.
Repeat the question, man. Repeat the question.
All right, anybody over here? Yeah.
Are you going to be in student council?
Am I going to be in student council? I hope so. It's definitely. I heard somebody say something up there. Is there anything? Yeah, go ahead. Favorite color? Red.
This is an awkward question. Do you know how many calories you burned on that bike ride?
How many calories I burned on the bike ride? It had to be a lot. I mean, it's a weird question, but it's true. It was exhausting. The toughest thing I've ever done in my life, for sure. Yeah, it was a lot.
How long did it take for you to complete the triathlon?
How long did it take for me to complete the triathlon? It was 3 days. So the bouldering was 2 hours and 35 minutes. Bike ride was 5 hours, and then climbing down the tower was 5 hours.
We got time for two more
More
questions.
questions? Let's hear it.
I know that you based your charity on the men and women who serve their country, but who would you say has to be the most influential person on you?
The most influential person in my life, besides God and Jesus. I'm a very religious person. I won't slather you guys with that. But my father, sitting over here in the red shirt, was with me every step of the way. During my training, he was there every step of the way. He rode behind me in the truck when I was riding my bike. He had me set up my bouldering route, count my laps, and he climbed Bill's Tower with me that day. Final question. You got it?
Are you currently taken?
No. I'll get one more good question. One more really good one. I want to go on here. Really good question. Anybody got a really good one? I saw your hand flutter. I saw it.
Get on the front.
Awesome. As my journey inspired my friends. I don't really know. I don't really talk about it with my friends, just because I received a lot of attention for it, and I just kind of keep it to myself. I hope so. I've had friends that I've encouraged to. I've started, climbing, just because they want to climb with me, so we can hang out. So that's a lot of what I do. But yeah, sort of. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Guys, you gotta give it up. Seriously, it's a rock star. This kid's a rock star. So again, some of the things that you might be hearing as you listen to this soon-to-be freshman, it's not necessarily about the project. He has a passion for something, and he's chasing it. He's figured out a way to really make it happen. It wasn't about getting an award. It was about doing the work for his community. I don't know, take a minute, turn to your neighbor, and tell him what you were doing when you were 13. I'm not going to say that the work that you weren't doing or the work that you were doing wasn't meaningful. I'm sure that at 13 you were thinking great things as well. So I don't want to belittle where you might have been in your thinking at 13, but I do want you to think about what service means. For most of us, it was something that was introduced to us as a we have to. He chose this as a I want to. And he found a need. There's so many things, like his dad's here, but you go home because we're going to keep this kid. This is awesome. This is great. Look, come on. You come on up. Come on.